Hey guys, welcome to the channel and another video. Today I'm going to be watching Edward Scissorhands by Tim Burton, starring Johnny Depp and Winona Ryder. As you guys might know, I like Tim Burton's work. I think he makes very decent movies, but I wouldn't consider myself a huge fan or anything. He has a very unique gothic look to his films, which I loved when I was young, but I don't know, I seem to have outgrown it. Again, I don't think outgrown is the right word. Out of his filmography, his Batman films are the best. They're my favorite, they're great. And I've also reviewed two of his films on the channel, Mars Attacks and Beetlejuice. I've also recently reviewed The Night Before Christmas, which he didn't direct but he produced. It was essentially his movie because I saw his fingerprints all over the place. Please check them out when you have the time. I'll try and leave a link up there somewhere. About Edward Scissorhands, I know it's a very famous movie. Johnny Depp plays a dude who has scissors for hands and he falls in love with Winona Ryder's character, if I'm right. This film was very popular when I was growing up, but I was more into superheroes and comics like Tim Burton's Batman or Richard Donner's Superman, or even the Power Rangers for that matter. So I wasn't really interested in this movie around that time. Now as an adult, I want to see what I missed out on, and that in itself is making me a little excited to finally find out what the fuss was all about at the time. But before we get into it, to help support the channel, I have a Patreon page for full-length reactions and reviews to these movies. I think I did, what, 260 so far, even more, and the links in the description below. Please consider being a patron, please subscribe to the channel, click that bell icon for instant notifications. Do check out my other videos. Like if you like this video, feel free to dislike it if you didn't. With all that being said, let's get started. Edward Scissorhands, Burton, Depp, Ryder. Let's go. Tim Burton. I already like the music, by the way. It sounds adventurous. Edward Scissorhands. Johnny Depp. And this is a young Johnny Depp. Ooh, Diane West. Anthony Michael Hall. That also sounds familiar, that name. Tim Burton, he's known for using props and well-made miniatures, so I'm guessing we'll see a lot of those here. Music by Danny Elfman. Okay, that makes sense. Danny Elfman is just awesome. He did the soundtrack for the Batman movies. Yeah, that's clearly a miniature. Ooh.
Why is it snowing, Grandma? Where does it come from?
I guess it would have to start with scissors.
Scissors?
Scissors.
A long time ago, an inventor lived in that mansion.
Oh, this movie is a story by this grandma.
He also created a man.
Another beautiful miniature set.
He died before he got to finish the man he invented. So the man was left by himself.
Oh, it's like a Pinocchio situation. So Edward is not a human, from what I understand. He was invented by this inventor who died before he could complete him. This is a pretty colorful neighborhood.
Come on, Peg. I never buy anything from you. You know that.
I know.
Bye.
Bye, Helen.
Oh, poor lady.
I like them both.
Well, great.
You don't actually think I have any money, do you?
He's just trying to sell cosmetics. Yo. That looks ominous. Does she think people actually still live there? I think this is where she's going to meet Edward Scissorhands. Whoa, somebody's been taking care of the garden. This is Danny Elfman's music. I've heard the same notes used in Batman, especially when Catwoman makes her entrance.
Hello? Avon calling!
Do you think anybody in this house needs beauty products? We see him, there he is.
Hello?
She's going to freak out.
Oh, my. I can see that I've disturbed you. How stupid of me. I'll just be going now.
Don't go.
Oh,
What happened to you? What happened to your face? Let me give you a good astringent, and this will help to prevent infection.
Still trying to make the sale.
What's your name?
Edward?
I think you should just come home with me.
Oh, just like that? So it's going to be a fish out of the water experience for Edward.
And she had somebody with her in the car.
Did you get a good look at it?
Talk about nosy neighbors. I think this film might be set somewhere in the 60s, maybe? This is so different. How long has he been living in that mansion? How old is he?
Here's my daughter, Kim, all dressed for the junior prom. She's camping in the mountains with some friends, but she'll be back in a few days and you can meet her then.
Did he just fall in love with her? I think so.
Isn't she beautiful?
Has he never seen a mirror before? Johnny Depp's doing a really good job with this character so far.
Sorry, Edward, I didn't... Oh, dear. May I help you with this?
Thank you.
I have a doctor friend who I think could help you.
Really?
Yes. Think how it would make you feel if somebody were staring at you.
So what have you been doing with yourself up there in that big old place? I bet
I like that.
the view must be spectacular, huh, Ed?
You think you can sleep? I know things feel a little strange now, but soon you'll feel right at home. Good night.
As soon as they leave, they're going to come out again.
Okay, this should do the trick here.
You look like Frankenstein's monster, man. He's going to do an amazing job, isn't he? I mean, awesome, but where'd you learn about dinosaurs, my man? Wow.
He's straight from the stinking flames of hell. The power of Satan is in him. I can feel it. Can't you, if you poor sheep strayed so far from the path?
We're not sheep.
Don't come near me.
Of course, there's always that one person.
Bill!
Oh, that's great for me. Yeah, perfect.
He has been sent first to tempt you.
Is Tim Burton doing very subtle commentary on suburban housewives? I don't know, guys. Oh man, it's going to trigger a memory, isn't it? Yeah. We're finally getting some backstory. Excellent prop work, and I'm guessing... Is that stop motion? The inventor. A heart. Okay. It's starting to make sense. He's been creating machines, but now he wants to give them a heart.
No kidding.
He's so...
Mysterious.
Now that they've met him, they're all being judgmental.
What do they call that? Exceptional.
This lady just keeps hitting on everyone.
May lump sugar be taken with the fingers? No.
Wow, okay, that was the completed plan. This van really looks out of place.
Bye, you guys. Thanks for driving.
Okay, see you later.
He's probably going to be even more scared than her. And the waterbed.
This way. What is it?
Lemonade.
Good. Is he actually old enough to drink?
Edward, this is our daughter, Kim. Kim, this is Edward, who's gonna live with us.
He's drunk.
They're the sharpest things in the world.
See the clown in front of Miss Peters' yard.
He's doing the entire neighborhood.
Kim!
Oh no.
Don't worry, Eddie. She's waiting for you.
Let's go.
Yeah, the dude's very clearly jealous. Already.
I understand you're not charging for your gardening, Edward.
Now, Bill, Marge made him cookies today.
Sweetheart, you can't buy the necessities of life with cookies.
That's another good lesson. Oh, he's gonna do the dog. He's going to overdo it.
You look so beautiful.
Oh wow, that's actually a great job. And the entire neighborhood's lining up now. Almost like she's getting off on it. I thought this was supposed to be a kids movie, guys.
That was the single most thrilling experience of my whole life.
I don't doubt it. I really like the score here. Sounds very intimate.
Do you have a key?
No.
Wow. Thanks.
What's been the best part of your new life here in town?
The friends I've made.
But if you had regular hands, you'd be like everyone else.
Do you have a girlfriend?
We know how he feels about her, but does she feel the same way about him is the question already?
I have some smocks. Would you like me to model them for you?
Yes.
One more thing I have to mention about this movie. I really love the color palette. I thought it'd be all dark and dreary, but look at it, it's so colorful. A kid's movie, guys.
Edward!
Understandable.
Well, why can't you just do it?
Because my father keeps the damn room locked. We need Edward to get us in.
Well, can't you take the key like when he's sleeping or something?
They're going to try and use Edward to steal from the father.
Come on, Kim. Razor blades will do anything for you.
What do you mean? That's not true.
Oh, no? Why don't you ask him?
Oh man, and Edward is so naive, he's just going to go along with it. Oh no! They're all going to blame it on him. And again, Edward is so naive, he's just going to take the blame, isn't he?
If Edward tells, I'll kill him!
Danny, turn around!
No!
They're going to tell him to drop the scissors?
Those aren't weapons, those are his hands!
Please, we know him.
Coughing the scissors.
Oh, I blithely say, oh, we'll get money for the salon somehow, but I never meant stealing. Damn those TV programs.
Damn them all to hell.
Blame TV.
So I heard all this noise and I ran out. I was
All along, I felt in my gut there was something wrong with him.
They're going to turn on Edward so easily, just like that.
They didn't hurt you, did they? Were you scared?
Aww.
Thank you for not telling them that we...
You're welcome. I knew it was Jim's house.
He has been there before, surely.
Well, then why'd you do it?
Because you asked me to.
She feels guilty.
It wasn't my do. You know I didn't want to do it.
But you did do it!
Find a suitcase full of money. There's nobody around.
I'd keep the money.
Simmer down.
Edward?
Give it to my loved ones.
Oh, Edward, it does seem that that's what
Nice,
you
huh?
should do, but it's not.
I mean, that's the nicer thing to do. That's what I would do.
Kevin, you want to play scissors, paper, stone?
No.
Why?
It's boring. I'm tired of always winning.
Edward can only do scissors. I just realized. So this town doesn't have snow. Oh right, snow. Snow is like a major part of the story. The grandma was explaining where snow came from. Snow? Making an ice sculpture. And this is where the snow comes from? What a beautiful scene. And excellent music from Danny Elfman.
It's just a scratch, Jim. Really, it's okay.
Stay back.
No,
Hey, touch
I
again.
don't love you anymore. I just want you to go, okay? Just go.
Don't love you anymore.
Are you serious?
Nice. He made a little devil.
When I brought Edward down here to live with us, I really didn't think things through.
Oh, I thought he went back to the mansion.
Are you okay?
Yes, are you okay?
That was a beautiful scene.
I have a present for you.
His hands. Oh no. So one day out of the blue he just drops and never wakes up?
Kevin.
Oh no. Oh, the whole town's witness. Yeah, I don't think he can live here anymore. The locals are way too freaked out at this point. He has to go.
Run.
I don't see how you can outrun a car, but have at it, my man. Turns out it's a short walk.
It's all over. Go on home. There's nothing more to see.
Oh, wow. He's letting him go.
Did I hurt Kevin?
No, he's okay. Mostly he was just scared. I thought you were dead.
I didn't.
Oh! He has a gun? That's attempted murder, right? Alright, okay.
Stay away from her!
He's dead. Wow, didn't see that coming.
I love you.
I didn't expect anybody to die. Danny Elfman's music, man. Really hits you.
He's dead. They killed each other. See?
I'm going home.
Really? Now you want to go home, lady? There's a dead body right in front of you, and it's one of the neighborhood kids.
She never saw him again.
That's Winona Ryder's character. That's Kim.
You could have gone up there. You still could go.
No, sweetheart.
What a beautiful framing device for the movie.
I would rather him remember me the way I was.
Oh. So Edward never aged?
Before he came down here, it never snowed.
I knew it. That's where the snow comes from.
Sometimes you can still catch me dancing in it.
And what a wonderful story for the kids. Especially when you're like 5, 6, 7 years old and you see this movie and you think some whimsical character called Edward Scissorhands is the reason why snow exists. And it ends here. I think my favorite part of the film, I think the music from Danny Elfman and the performance from Johnny Depp. Okay, I took just a little time to collect my thoughts. First off, that was a fun movie. I thought it was the third or fourth best Tim Burton film I've seen so far. The best two, they're still the Batman films. This one had a lot to offer though. From the fantastic performance by Johnny Depp to the imaginative story, colorful cinematography, and atmosphere, to the amazing score from Danny Elfman. This was a solid kids movie that I wish I watched when I was younger. There was one minor weakness I wanted to mention. I don't think it had too much to offer to older people, to adults. But as an adult myself, I don't think I got to appreciate it as much as this film should have been appreciated, if that makes any sense. The suburban housewives, the commentary on them, that wasn't lost on me. I thought that was great. But for now, let's start with the directing by Tim Burton and the script from him and Caroline Thompson. The story here was fairly original, although I did feel hints of inspiration from Pinocchio, where another inventor comes up with an imperfect creation and that creation has to learn to love and live with people and stuff. I loved how the story was structured with the grandmother telling the tale to her granddaughter. And I didn't see, I'm an idiot, I didn't see the grandmother was actually Winona Ryder's character till it was revealed to me. So that was well done. Those scenes really put a bookend to the movie. I also thought that the idea of snow originating from Edward was a nice touch, and I'm sure that that story, that bit, really resonated with the kids who watched this for the first time as kids. I loved Johnny Depp's portrayal as Edward Scissorhands. His performance was subdued, nuanced, and it had a very introverted quality to it. His costume design was unique, and scissors for hands is definitely something I've never seen before. I do have a question for you guys about his character, though. How did you feel about the fact that he kills Jim at the end? I don't know why it didn't sit well with me. I can't really explain it. I felt like Edward was too innocent of a soul to go through that. Don't get me wrong, I do get the narrative reasons behind it. Jim shot at them. He bought a gun and he shot at them. That's attempted murder. But then again, Edward was somebody who barely understood right from wrong. And taking a life like that must have messed him up real bad, right? I wonder whether he even understood what he did. The other performances of the film were also pretty good. I don't think there were any obvious weak links, although I didn't expect Winona Ryder's character to have such a smaller role. I don't think she even shows up till halfway through the movie, which I found surprising, but she was great nonetheless. Moving on to the production end, where it was trademark Tim Burton. We got a bit of everything from the Gothic style mansion to the odd costumes, weird machinery, to the extensive use of miniatures and moving props. It was all there. What sets this film apart from his other works is the cinematography, more specifically the use of wide color gamut. I didn't expect the majority of the movie to be that colorful, especially the entire suburb. That was a pleasant surprise, in my opinion. Finally, the highlight of the movie, at least for me, was the score by Danny Elfman. That dude is a genius. The score, I'm going to listen to it later. It sounded adventurous, magical, whimsical at times, wondrous, with hints of sadness and those sweeping sounds that tug at your heartstrings. I cannot praise his work enough. It sounded a little similar to the original Batman film I think he did a year earlier. It was brilliant. As for the criticisms, I only had one minor one, which I mentioned a little. It didn't have too much to offer for adults, like I mentioned before. I loved how the filmmakers commented on and handled the suburban housewives. That was hilarious and at times really uncomfortable, especially when that lady was on top of Edward. But I think that was the point. At the end of the day, I think I would have appreciated this film 10 times more if I watched it when I was less than 10 years old. Overall, Edward Scissorhands is among Tim Burton's best work. While I thought his Batman films were a tad bit better, this movie really brought out the inner child in me. The story was wonderful, the cinematography was unexpectedly colorful, Johnny Depp's performance was fantastic, and the score from Danny Elfman was the cherry on top. I highly, highly recommend this film for a younger audience, and I kind of regret not watching it in my childhood. Anyways, thank you for watching. I have a Patreon page. Please consider a patron. Please subscribe to the channel. Click that bell icon for instant notifications. Do check out my other videos. Like if you like this video. Feel free to dislike it if you didn't. I will see you in the next one. Bye.